absolutely right there, but it took some time. So what I also found was when I'd civilized my mind to that degree and had sort of taken away the animalistic side and the sort of barbarian side, it had taken part of my fighting away from me, sort of in terms of that real brutal stuff. And I had to almost leave that for a period and try and become sort of more barbarian again to become like as good a fighter as I used to be. But at the same time, if you could implement, which I'm getting better at now. So I thought I was too soft when I first came back, and it sort of took me a while to get back in. So then I became a bit more brutal again, and I was happy with that. And then now, sort of fighting the level of fighters I'm fighting at this point, I had to then sort of combine them, like you're saying there, which is now I train, especially in my last few fights, I've trained harder than I ever have. I'm far more thoughtful. I'm far more careful about most of the decisions that I make. I'm still a crazy guy, and I believe to a certain extent you have to be once you cage that beast to the point where it's completely controlled, then you kind of control and sort of contain a little bit too much of the chaos within yourself. And I don't think that chaos can be perfectly controlled, because if it is, then you become too civilized and then you can't be as good a fighter as you need to be. So it's a very yin-yang situation of having to balance sort of caged beast that all fighters have inside themselves. And also, they're not leaning too much to the side that cages it.